Hi, this is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel. I'm always so pleased to know that I'm creating those videos and that you are keen on watching and learning. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at some common terms, vocabulary expressions in French. If you are like me, it means you are totally in love with the French language and French people and culture, and you're just trying to get yourself to that point where maybe you're going to visit or you're going to have to engage in the language. So I have this page here and it has a few items. Very, very familiar, but also very good to know. I have le tricolore. Le tricolore is the French flag. It is le drapeau. Drapeau is the word for flag. Le drapeau français. I also have le fromage. Le fromage is cheese. And as you know, the French have so many varieties of cheese. The French are perhaps one of the persons who have the most dairy products of all. La baguette. La baguette would be one of the French bread. There are so many, but la baguette is probably the one that everybody knows and most persons enjoy so much. So it's le pain. Pain means bread. Le pain français. La Tour Eiffel. La Tour Eiffel is the Eiffel Tower. Everyone knows this majestic scene. And if you go to Paris, that is probably one of the first things that you would see and you would be invited to see. Le vin. Le vin is wine. Again, another famous commodity of the French. Then we have l'argent français. L'argent français is French money. Sometimes they also say la monnaie. La monnaie, the currency, the money itself. You would also hear people say la monnaie for the coins, or they would say les pièces. Les pièces. So anytime you hear any of these things, it means they're referring to the money. Of course, we know that the currency is the euro. They no longer use the francs, but they use the euro now. Okay, so it would be important to know that. Important, equally as important is articles, learning articles in French. Now, an article is a word that comes before a noun and it helps with its gender. When the French speak, they use the articles, and we have two main groups. I have three here, but there are two that are more widely used. This is what we call the specific articles, where you're referring to something in particular. Okay, you're using the word the. So you say le, le banc, the bench, le banc, because bench is a masculine word, right? La pomme, because pomme, which is apple, is a feminine word, la pomme. Les would be plural, you would say les enfants. Enfants is children. Okay, so le banc, la pomme, les enfants, and there is the L apostrophe, which means a singular item, likewise a singular item, but if it is followed by a vowel or a semi-vowel. Now we know that the French have the vowels, just as in English, A, E, I, O, U, but they have semi-vowels. For example, Y and H are considered semi-vowels. So if I want to talk about the man, I would say l'homme, because homme is H-O-M-M-E and H is a semi-vowel. Okay? Then we have the general articles un, une, and des, D-E-S. Un means a, une likewise a, and des some. If I'm speaking about a masculine word, I would say, for example, un garçon. Garçon is a boy. Un garçon. Une fille. Une fille, fille is a girl. And of course, I would say des enfants, right? And we have the partitive articles here. I put it here because as you're learning French, you would have to know what you're hearing. Du pain. Hein? Je veux manger un peu du pain. Of, part of, some of. Pain, of course, is bread. De la. Hein? De la. We all know that you have, just as you have the masculine, you also have the feminine. So, de la tarte. Une tarte is, it's like a pie. So you'd say de la tarte. And des, of course, would be for something plural. You would say des frites. I'm going to eat of the fries. Okay, don't get yourself too confused. Just hold on. When I'm doing the other videos, you will better understand. Okay, so here are some phrases considered basic information of French culture and civilization. The French greet each other with a kiss, both sides of the cheeks, and they are quite keen on, greeting people, civilities, policities, all of these things. So you would get a bonjour, salut, which means hello, au revoir, and they could also say à bientôt, see you soon, especially if it's a pleasant visit that they've had and they want the person to come back. As I say, you can always stop the video and practice these things yourself. À demain, until tomorrow. Merci beaucoup, thank you very much. S'il vous plaît, please. Je voudrais is I want, I wish to have, I would like to have. Pardon, excusez-moi. You're always hearing them using these words. 3, well, concerning the meals that you would have to know if you're staying in a hotel, if you're spending time, you would at least need to know what the person is asking you. Le petit déjeuner, that's breakfast. Le petit déjeuner is breakfast. Le déjeuner is lunch. Le goûter is like a snack, generally an afternoon, something that you eat, bread, sandwich, the pizza, these sorts of things. And le dîner would be, again, a standard meal that you get. The French love their vegetables, okay, les légumes. And of course, they would have de la viande, de bœuf. If you know about the French and the bœuf bourguignon, that's fantastic. You really should have some. Du poisson is fish, and these sorts of things. Of course, they have all the other meats that they eat. Monsieur, Madame, Mademoiselle. You'll be wondering what these 3 words are doing here. These are the titles. Monsieur for a man, Madame for a lady. Generally, originally it was for married women, but now it is the custom to greet an adult woman, whether you know she's married or not. You're not going to ask her if she's married, so you're just going to say Madame. And of course, Mademoiselle is a little not so good to use for someone that you don't know. So you use Madame and Mademoiselle, really. Okay. Where is the French located? In Western Europe. It's also called l'Hexagone because of its shape. Okay, and it's bordered by the English Channel, countries like Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany. Then we have the Alps, Monaco. On another side, we have Spain, and of course, there is the North Atlantic. The French also have overseas territories. Sometimes you'd hear them on the news. They would speak about, the news would be les infos. You would hear them talking about the DOM, which is Département d'Outre-mer, overseas departments, and les TOM, Territoire d'Outre-mer, which is overseas territories. Okay, so it's good to know these things. You have things like la police, the SAMU, and all of these words referring to some of the units that you would need in the case of emergencies and these things. Be also familiar with these. All right, so question et réponse. Very quickly, we're running through this. Remember I said I will be going in detail into the different aspects, looking at food, looking at verbs, looking at regular verbs, irregular verbs, object pronouns, and all of these things in upcoming videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you wish to be informed when these things come out. Okay, so numéro 1, tu t'appelles comment? Sometimes you would also hear persons saying comment. They would put the comma first. Comment tu t'appelles? In either case, what they're asking is, what is your name? How do you respond? You say, je m'appelle, and you give your name. Je m'appelle André, and whatever surname you would want to use. André. Tu vas où? Où, that would have the accent on the U, is where. Where are you going? You can also say, où vas-tu? The French have a way sometimes of doing questions. There is the inversion that also happens, and it's correct. Je vais à la bibliothèque. Je vais à l'école. Je vais en ville. Je vais Au jardin de fleurs. And you use these things. Tu habites, again, the word où. Tu habites où? J'habite à. J'habite à. And you would say the place that you live. Tu as quel âge? Again, you can also hear quel âge as-tu? Tu as quel âge or quel âge as-tu? And you would say j'ai, I have, the number of years, and the word an, A-N-S, an. J'ai 20 ans. I am 20 years old. J'ai 30 ans, etc. Comment vas-tu? Comment vas-tu? Or ça va? Comment ça va? Or ça va? They're just the question. You can respond ça va, which is the standard, or you can say je vais bien, je vais bien, je vais très bien. Ça va bien, ça va très bien, ça va assez bien. Tout va bien. Everything's okay, everything's going well. Tout va bien. And of course, don't forget to use the word merci when someone has asked you about you. It is polite to respond by saying thank you. In other words, thank you for asking. Another thing that happens is that sometimes you would say et toi, meaning and you, because you're also interested in what's happening with the person. Here I've put the two pronouns that we've used, je, which means I, and tu, which means you. Don't forget these two for now. 3 more questions. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? What's wrong? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? What's not going right? And you'd say, j'ai mal. I'm hurting. J'ai mal à la tête. The tête is the head. J'ai mal à la tête. J'ai mal au cou. J'ai mal au ventre. J'ai mal à l'estomac. J'ai mal aux pieds. Plural in this case. You know? Je ne sens pas bien. Je ne sens pas bien. I don't feel well. J'ai faim. J'ai soif. J'ai froid. J'ai chaud. All of these things saying, I'm hot, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm hot, I'm cold. Okay? Qu'est-ce que tu veux manger? Qu'est-ce que tu veux manger? Tu manges quoi? And these two questions, each one meaning the same thing, meaning, what would you like to eat? Okay? And you can say, je voudrais un plat standard, je voudrais des frites, je voudrais un morceau de pizza, un pas de pizza, whatever it is that you want to eat. Qu'est-ce que tu veux boire? Tu bois quoi? Je voudrais, and again you can say un coca, du lait is milk, jus de citron, citrus, lime, okay? What again? Du vin, okay? It's up to you to say what you want. Verbs in French. I'm going quickly, like I said, verbs in French, the infinitive of verbs. Every verb in French has an infinitive form. It's just like in English. So in English, the infinitive form is shown with the word to before the main part of the verb. To do, to have, to go, to know. In French, it has an infinitive end. And it is, in each case, 2 letters at the end of the word, E-R, I-R, R-E. Now I'm giving you the simple part just by looking at the verb forms E-R-I-R-R-E. In other books and other documents, you would see that they have first group, second group, third group, and it's a little more detailed, a little more mixed up, but we're starting this way because this is the easier way to do it. Okay, so the present tense shows an action happening, a regular action, habit, or a general truth. Okay, I have an example here. I walk to work. Je marche au travail. How do I do this? The first thing is you have to identify the verb that's needed. In this case, the verb here is walk, and it marcher. Then you remove the infinitive end. In this case, the infinitive end, remember I said is the letters at the end, would be the ER. So you take that off. What are you left with? M-A-R-C-H. So what do? You need to add something, an appropriate end, and the appropriate end is based on the subject pronoun or the person. Okay? So here it is. We have 3 persons. In language studies, we have 3 persons. First person, second person, third person. But this can sometimes be singular or plural. The first person is always that you are part of the subject. The person speaking is part of the subject. I, or in the plural, we. The second person is you, singular, one person, or you, plural. And the third person would be he or she, or they. Okay, so, and according to whether the verb is ER, IR, or RE, you add these endings. Now remember, like I said, there are some verbs that are irregular and they would not be able to be changed in this way, so you would have to learn by heart. But we'll do this in another video. Well, we've come to the end. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any notifications. I will see you soon. A bientôt!